Hello and welcome back to the SimRacing channel where nothing is impossible. It's Florian for SimRacing with Handicap 502. In this video I'm going to give you a first look and also a first review on the newly released F1 style car in RaceRoom, the Formula RaceRoom X-22. At first, let us have a quick look on the setup options which are special on this car. This is, as the name already suggests, and as we can see on the first look, a car based on the 2022 F1 regulations. We have 3 tire choices: soft, medium and hard. On the rear we have a third spring which most cars don't have, and it is basically for adjusting the ride height at higher speeds. So I assume we can, for example, stop the car from porpoising by adjusting that spring. And yes, the car does porpoise if you're not using the right setup. On the electronics page we have 5 presets with different regen and discharge settings, and we can also change both on each of the presets to our likings. Then there is also an auto mode. And finally, at the driveline we have, additionally to the settings which most cars have, a power and a coast setting on the differential. And now let's head on to the track for a fast lap at Spa to see how the car drives, and afterwards I will give you my thoughts on the car and show you a side-by-side comparison with my favorite Assetto Corsa F1 2022 mod. So what do I think of the car? The car is very difficult to drive. I think you need a very good setup to be able to do a few laps without spinning. Especially in slow corners it's very difficult, as it doesn't want to turn in at first, and you have to be extremely careful on the throttle as the turbo lag is massive and the electric motor doesn't seem to work at low revs as it should. On the other hand, in the fast corners it's very nice to drive. DRS is working, you also have an overtake button on top of the different MGU modes. The car looks awesome and is very detailed. There are also a lot of nice liveries. The sound from the inside, in my opinion, is not as good as I'm used to from RaceRoom, but from the outside the car sounds amazing. Yeah, now let's compare it to the ACFL F1 2022 mod for Assetto Corsa. The lap in AC was a few seconds faster, but I wasn't able to get a faster lap in RaceRoom, although I tried it way longer than in AC. So, would I recommend you to buy the Formula RaceRoom X-22? Yes, I would recommend it if you like cars which are challenging to drive and if you like to play with the setup. I mean, it only costs around €4 and it is an awesome addition to RaceRoom, and there will be some awesome racing with it. Also, I'm sure RaceRoom will develop that car further in the future. However, if you like an easy to drive F1 style car where you don't need to take time to create a good setup, I wouldn't recommend to buy it.